Yellow Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy were. You could consider me like the underdog, how Mo3 was.
Lil Quincy.
What's the damn deal?
So for the people who don't know you, please introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Lil Quincy, AKA known as the Lowkey celebrity. You know.
How long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music probably about the last year and a half, you know, taking it professionally as far as like pursuing a music career, but you know, music been my passion. I've been doing this since yay high. I looked up the rappers like Lil Boosie, Yo Gotti, Mo3. That's where I should have started, Mo3.
What about Mo3's music that gravitated you toward it?
His expression on how he could just be so authentic at the same time with the storytelling. And pretty much I could relate to him, you know, coming from the struggle and, you know, trying to make something out of yourself and be successful.
Is that something that you do in your music as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
How much does trial and tribulation play into your writing?
Everything that I go through, I try to look at it from a positive aspect so I can put it inside the music so that way I could inspire somebody else. They can see me on the grind and on the rise and, you know, they right there with me.
In a world full of many talented rappers, some get to that next level because of their talent, some don't. I heard some people say, oh, I got all this talent, but nobody's listening to me. But they're listening to the person with the money phone, they're listening to the person with the $100,000 chain, they're listening to the person with the Cartier watch. What makes you stand out differently than the artists that complain about those people who are getting the attention that they're not? What makes you stand out musically differently to them?
Well, the talent is undeniable. We can start from, you know, first of all, I'm professionally trained as a vocalist. I went to Texas Southern on a choir scholarship to actually sing.
Okay.
Then at the same time, like I was a child prodigy. By the time I was 18 and a senior in high school, I was like top 25 slam poets in Texas.
Okay.
So like when it comes to, you know, an era of mumble rappers, I'm separated from that. You know, when they say, you know, Dallas don't really have like lyricists or you know, real rappers, like it's different because I got this poetry lane, like that's my origin, and you know, combined with the, you know, with being a vocalist, like I'm a powerhouse.
Facts. And we hear New Dallas, shout out though, Montana, Mirror, the whole camp, Zeta Wizard. I hear that a lot, and I know you hear it a lot as well. Oh, those guys can't rap, those guys are this, those guys are that. What do you honestly feel about the New Dallas movement?
Well, I'm a fan of all of those guys. I support the movement, the whole New Dallas movement. I love what those guys are doing. Big shout out to those guys. But at the same time, when you mention them and try to put me into perspective, it's like I look at them how Yellow Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy were. You could consider me like the underdog, how Mo3 was. You know, those guys were, you know, flashy and at the same time. But when you see Mo3, it's like undeniable talent. The music is good.
Yeah. So your talent separates you from everything else.
Not only my talent, just my wits about the music business. I understand the business, and from my understanding, Dallas respects a hustler.
Yeah. So what do you feel about all the controversy surrounding around Z and their dough, surrounding around everything that's going on around his whole camp? Because you hear a lot of the older rappers, oh, I started New Dallas. Yeah. Oh, I did this, I did that. What do you think about that, honestly?
Well, it's more so the movement and getting involved with the community. You know, when Z came on the scene, he was embraced instantly because he's from South Dallas and he's a known face in South Dallas and already got the reputation to where it can carry it over into the music and have influence. Like before he even went mainstream, I was seeing him, you know, at different clubs, and at some point, you know, during the performance, the DJ can cut the beat and people will go, real trap nigga, did my background check on your hurt, you cap nigga. I just North Park, headed back to the south. Okay, so it's like, I saw that, you know, just, and you know, you can see the whole movement.
What role do you think DJs, promoters, and bloggers have in their campaign?
Well, people always say that Dallas is like a crab in the bucket city or gatekeepers are all in the way. at the same time, with that being said, like we have a beautiful market to where, you know, any artist who grows up here has a chance at blowing and becoming successful just because of the market that we in and all the media outlets. And then at the same time, like, okay, I like to say it like this. I represent my town, my state, my block. So I like to say I represent Oak Cliff, Dallas, Texas. Okay, geographically speaking, like Texas is in the center of this country. You can't really go on tour without, from the East Coast to the West Coast, you can't go on tour without coming to Texas because we right here in the middle, like geographically. So with that being said, when it comes to Dallas, we like right in the center of Texas. So like when you from Texas and when you from Dallas, Texas, you in a position to win just like that. So
for sure. Rainwater. What's your relationship with Rainwater? I saw y'all on an interview not too long ago. Y'all was topping on that. What's your relationship with fam? That's
my boy. That's my homeboy. In this business, relationships are worth more than money. Like shit, when people thought I was signed to Rainwater, I had got 20 missed calls the next day. Everybody calling me, "Hey, you signed to Rainwater?" And I'm like, shit. I want to lie and say yeah, but at the same time, it's like, nah, me and Rainwater got like a deal worked out to where he get 20% of the bookings.
Does y'all agreement work?
Hell yeah, it worked. One thing that Rainwater respect is a hustler and somebody on the grind. I think that's what stand out when it comes to like our relationship. You know, I don't call him saying, "Hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me?" I call him and say, "Hey, this is what we about to do."
Yeah. Despite the negative things that you hear about Rainwater all the time on the internet, what do you actually honestly feel about it?
I ain't gonna lie, like that's my true partner. So it's like, you know, you can't. I wouldn't say nothing bad about none of my partners. So it's a difference between the public perception and the aspiring artist perception. Like the public perception, they may hate dude, you know what I'm saying? They may not like him. Not that he care about the shit, but at the same time, like from an aspiring artist perception, like when we had the interview, right before the interview, the CEO of Warner Music gave him a compliment saying that, you know, how he was doing a great job at negotiating a deal for OC Chris. So I'm just watching this in awe, like I'm really here in the same room with, and this is happening. You remember when I told you that Dallas respect the hustler? Okay, like I always been a hustler all my life. It went from selling candy at school my freshman year to selling weed. Then as I got older, I started, you know, like doing fraud, and now it's just like I just switched my entrepreneurship and just switched the focus. Now that I'm an artist, I focus on ticket sales, merch, and streams, and pretty much those are all avenues to get paid in this business.
How safe is it to be aligned with Rainwater?
It's very well, at the same time, shit. I'm not really. I ain't really worried about nobody doing me nothing. Like I'm the low-key celebrity. Like I'm very well known and well liked in my city, even if they don't like Rainwater. Like I really find myself kind of defending Rainwater when it comes to like the public, but the people who know what he capable of. It ain't got to be explained. Like a lot of people be envious of the situation like that. How me and Close Bro is.
Yeah, it's crazy. What do you feel about the division of Dallas, Texas, because of the Mo3 Yellow Bees situation?
Man, it's all competitive in Dallas. Like Dallas is built off competitive. Is built off competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, like I came up in this underground era to where you got to grind to get to where you are by becoming popular. That's how I was able to, you know, gain traction just by going outside, going to these different events. Like when it comes to like shows, artists be saying that they don't want to do paid shows, but I took pride in doing, I mean free shows. I took pride in doing those free shows because for 3-4 months straight, I had a show every week that led to paid bookings. Now I'm more than confident that I could put 50 people in the building. I could put 100 people in the building for $20 a piece and shit and sell like that and thrive.
Yeah. And what does that do for independent artists? The independent route, making your own money, selling your own merch. What does that do for an up and coming artist?
Bro, it's like this. Okay, I'm more than confident in myself when it comes to like ticket sales. Say for instance, if this ain't even hypothetically speaking, when D-Baby came to town, I listened to this nigga music every day. and it's like I know that he got a popular following, so I was willing to put my money up for the deposit to open up for him, and then at the same time I sold enough tickets to recoup. And then this is where Rainwater come into play, because he got influence at the same time. Said when he promoting and he posting the shit up on Instagram, is getting traction.
Yeah. Low-key celebrity, what this stand for?
That's my brand. Like I said, I'm a well-known face in Dallas. Like I can't go somewhere and people and not know somebody. Like yeah, I know, I like, you know how niggas like to say, oh, I'm good in every hood. Like that's what the low-key celebrity is. Like I'm good in every hood. You know, when I go somewhere, like even when I go to 7-Eleven, they know I rap. You know, when I go to work, they know I rap.
When you came in here, she knew you rap.
When I came in here to security, she knew I rap. So it's like, yeah, that's just how I carry myself.
I see you got the merch on, man. Show the camera what the merch going on. Stay sitting down though, cause you can squat down because it's that's cool right there.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Lil Quincy.
Lil Quincy, yeah.
And you got your own merch, you got your own lane, you got your own everything, man. You keep going, keep doing what you're doing. What can we be expecting within the next 3 to 6 months from Lil Quincy?
Actually working on a partnership with Empire because they respect the independent hustle. So
what is your plan to market yourself in order to get to that number?
The hometown hero. Like I'm from Dallas, Texas, and you know Dallas, they respect the hustler.
At the end of the day, what do you want out of music?
Man, to just uplift my community and make everything around me just a better place. Like when I ask people to support the movement, it's not that me begging for support, like an artist saying that Dallas fumbled me or something like that. Nah, that's not what I'm doing. You know, with what I'm doing, I'm able to bring the community in.
Speaking of fumbling, I just seen Ty Harris post that.
Yeah.
The city of Dallas fumbled, and what do you think you mean by that?
I just think that, to me, I'ma just say it like this. I would never do nothing like that because that's like a slap in the face to all my fans and supporters. It was almost like, it's like career suicide because it's like you crying out for help, and shit, it's a lot of people that, you know, ran to the comments, no, you're a good artist, you're a hell of an artist. It's like, if that's what's gonna pacify you, then that's you. But at the same time, when it comes to my supporters, like people been watching me since I was a kid, you know, and now that I'm an adult and, you know, a thriving artist, shit, they want to support that. So if I go on there and tell, you know, get on my platforms and tell them that, hey, y'all not supporting me enough,
be negative,
that's not a good look.
Yeah. Where can the fans and followers and new supporters find you on social media?
I go by my real name on Facebook, Quincy Armani Lewis, because I read in the Kevin Hart book, he said that all of the greats and goats, they go by their real names, like Kanye West, John Legend, you know, like Kendrick Lamar. The better artists go by their real name. But if we looking for, like, if we just being social, everybody has always called me Lil Quincy because I'm short or whatever. So shit, like that's a
You're not short, bro.
That's a nickname that I done always took, you know, since I was a little kid. So Lil Quincy.
And if you had 60 seconds to speak to anybody, dead or alive, who would it be and what would the conversation consist of?
Say, I talk to Rainwater. It's like this, because if people be putting that post up, would you have $1 million or dinner with Jay-Z? I take the dinner with Jay-Z, and it's like I can't get to Jay-Z.
Hold on, before we finish this.
Yeah.
So you would take dinner with Jay-Z over $1 million?
Yeah.
Why?
Like right now, we can make it more rational. Say, would you give me $1,000 or a meeting with Rainwater?
With me?
Say if you was to ask me right now, do I want $1,000 from you or dinner with Rainwater?
I'm taking that band.
I'm taking that dinner with Rain. Because I know,
you gonna take the meeting with Rain?
Because I know what aligning our two brands like could take us, you know, nationwide.
Yeah.
Like with me as a hustler and his influence, it would take us nationwide.
But if you had 60 seconds, you'll talk to Rainwater?
Yeah.
What would you talk to him about?
And let them know that I'm more than confident on ticket sales, streams, and merch. And when it comes to booking, that I could put 100 people in the building at $20 a piece and then give him $400 a day. We do that 3-4 times a month.